everybody, and welcome back to Play It Again. I'm Sue, and I am so glad you joined me today because I think we are going to have an absolute crackerjack of a song. Today we are going to get to the Beatles, and the song is Across the Universe, but it's not the version that we all know apparently. Someone had sent me this link and said, you have to check this one out, it's a different version. It was recorded in 1969, January of 1969, and the one that we all know was apparently recorded in 1968. So this one is supposed to be a little bit different. The vocals are supposed to be different. Apparently Paul is singing on this along with John. So this one is going to be an interesting one to hear, I'm sure. Before we get going though, if you could all like the video, and if you have not subscribed, now is the time. And if you care to, you can always become a member of the channel. Just click on the join button and you can look at all of the different options that I offer for memberships. Okay, let's get right into this. This is going to be fun. I am so excited. When I heard there was another version of this song, I love this song. So this is going to be very cool. I just don't know anything else about it other than Paul is singing as well as John. That's it.
Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they make their way across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jackaroo Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe.
Okay, very interesting. It's a lot different than the one that I'm very familiar with. Now, I do like Paul's harmonies in this particular song. It has much more of a rock kind of feel. It's hard not to compare it to the one that I know so well, but it has a much more of a rock feel. The drums are a lot more prevalent. You can hear the guitar and the bass in a much more kind of rock feeling. I really kind of miss that airy, kind of psychedelic, sort of soft delicateness of the one that I know so well. With John just singing, and of course, you know, in that one, you know, we can hear that kind of distant chorus sound of the choir in the background, that chorus that come up, and that is very, very striking in this song. But this song is I like it. It's just, and I think maybe if this was the original one that I heard, I probably would like it. I just find it a little thin and not quite as exciting as the one that I know so very well and that we all know so very well. But I would be very interested to hear what you guys think of this particular version. Like the Beatles, you know, you can't really go wrong with them no matter what they do. It's, you know, it's them. So, you know, it always has something great about it. But when you start to compare different versions, it's hard not to like the one perhaps that you know so very well. But I'd be very interested to hear your take on this. I'm going to rewind this a little wee bit here.
Dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Jackaroo Deva. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change.
just want to stop it there. The whole the Jaya Guru Deva is supposed to be like something that calms your mind, and I believe it means like give thanks to the Guru Deva, who I believe was the teacher, I think, of the Maharishi, I believe. So when they're singing it, it doesn't have the same calmness about it. So if it's supposed to still your mind, this isn't stilling my mind. This is more of a, like I said, it has more of a rock kind of feel, and that airy kind of psychedelic feel that we hear with more of that acoustic guitar in the original version of this, I think is very much superior, especially if we're going to talk about, Jai Guru Deva. I just think that it's just not calming enough for me. Anyway, rewind it a bit here.
Nothing's gonna change my world. Move it on. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my head, exciting and inviting. Limitless, undying love which shines around me like a million suns and calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva. Oh, nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm glad I listened to that. I mean, it's always fun to hear something that the Beatles do. Like I said, I'm always a big fan of the Beatles, so you can't really go wrong with what they were doing. This sounded like almost more like something they just would have kind of been jamming with and maybe trying something out that may be a little bit different to see if maybe they liked this. But for me, it just doesn't work quite the same. It doesn't have that airy feeling, like I said, that airy, spacey, psychedelic feeling with that beautiful kind of acoustic guitar. It lacks that choral kind of group in the back that are doing those and that's so beautiful. John's voice in this one didn't sound as good to me as it did in the original. In fact, sometimes he almost sounded slightly out of tune. I don't know, maybe that was just me, maybe that was with the harmonies, I don't know, but it just sounded like he was slightly out of tune on that one. But it's still enjoyable to watch them. It's still enjoyable to listen to them, even if it's something that's not my favorite thing that they've done, but definitely glad that I listened to it. Anyway, my fun fact for the day is that this song, not this version of the song, but the original version of the song in 2004, in February of 2004, was the first song that was actually beamed directly into space through the NASA antenna. And apparently it was going in the direction of the North Star, which is 431 light years from Earth. So very, very cool. Another interesting little tidbit about this particular song is that this was the song that really influenced Liam Gallagher of Oasis to become a songwriter. He became a huge fan of the Beatles after he heard this particular song, and it inspired him to become a singer, songwriter, musician, and I thought that was kind of cool. Anyway, if you enjoyed that, please put it down in the comments, and if you have anything else that you'd like to say about this, what you felt like, maybe things that you liked about it, maybe things that you didn't like about it, put that down in the comments too. I'd be more than happy to hear all of your takes on this particular song. All right, everybody, I think that wraps it up, so everyone have a joyful day, and I will see you all again next time. Bye-bye.